Now you must already know that many foreign invaders came to India, lured by its rich culture and heritage, and many established their reign over its various regions. But it was only British that established its sovereignty over our motherland in her entirety. They came to us under the disguise of being traders, but they turned out to be like those guests who came to our home but never left. You see, here is the thing. During that time, there was a huge demand for cotton, silk, spices and other raw materials in the European market. And these were available in India in abundance. So initially when they came as traders, they could make a lot of profit out of us in foreign markets. And the funny thing is that the small trading company in the name of East India Company, the British were reluctant on acquiring territories in India. I know you must be thinking, then how did they manage to become the masters of such a vast empire? Well, the story goes like this. When the East India Company came to our country, India was under the Mughal rule. Aurangzeb, the last powerful Mughal ruler, was at the throne. He had established the control over every large part of the Indian territory, but with its center based at Delhi. But unfortunately, after his death in 1707, many Mughal governors called Subedars and big zamindars began asserting their authority and establishing regional kingdoms. And they emerged as powerful regional kingdoms in various parts of India. Now, as a result, Delhi could no longer function as an effective center. But even after Aurangzeb's death, the Mughal emperors continued to be symbolically important. In fact, a massive rebellion broke out in the year 1857 against the British rule. That is when Bahadur Shah Zafar, the then Mughal emperor, was seen as a natural leader. Once the revolt was put down by the company, Bahadur Shah Zafar was forced to leave the kingdom and his son was shot in cold blood. Did you know that in the year 1600, the East India Company had acquired a charter from the ruler of England, Queen Elizabeth I? Now, this charter granted the East India Company the sole right to trade with the East. Now, this meant that no longer any other trading group in England could compete with the East India Company. With this charter, the company could venture across oceans looking for new lands to buy goods at cheaper prices and carry them back to Europe to sell them at higher prices. The company did not have to fear competition from the other European trading companies like Portuguese, Dutch and French. Now, in those days, mercantile trading companies made profit by excluding competition so that they could buy cheap and sell dear. But unfortunately for the Royal Charter, they could not prevent the other European powers from entering the eastern markets. As it so happened that the Portuguese had already established their base in Goa by the time the first English ships sailed down the west coast of Africa, around the Cape of Good Hope and crossed the Indian Ocean. In fact, if you remember, it was Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese explorer, who had discovered this sea route to India in 1498. And by the early 17th century, the Dutch too were exploring the possibilities of trade in the Indian Ocean. The French traders also followed soon, but these European traders only wanted to buy and sell goods. So where did the problem lie? The problem was that all the companies were interested in buying the same things. The fine quality cotton and silk, which was produced in India and had big market in the Europe. Pepper, clove, cardamom and cinnamon too were in great demand. And this led to quite a bit of competition amongst the European companies at that time. So obviously, they had to push up the prices at which these goods could be purchased. And this reduced the profits that they could earn. Now, the only way that trading companies could flourish was by eliminating their rival competitor. The urge to secure markets, therefore, led to fierce battles between the trading companies. And how do you think they managed to achieve that? Well, they did that by regularly sinking each other's ships, blocking each other's routes, and preventing rival companies from moving away with the supply of goods. And this took place mostly during the 17th and 18th centuries. It was a time when trade was carried on with arms and trading posts were protected through fortification. Now, this effort to fortify settlements and to carry on profitable trade also led to an intense conflict with the local rulers. The company therefore found it difficult to separate trade from politics. Now this picture is a painting by William Simpson in 1867, where we can see local boats bringing goods from ships in Madras. Let us find out how this happened. So with this there, it's time for me to say goodbye to you for now. But next time we shall continue with the story of how British came to rule us.
Tutormate. For more amazing video lectures, download the free app on Apple App Store or Google Play Store